Hi everybody, I'm home now. They said everything went real good. I don't remember any of it. I remember going into the hospital, getting hooked up to the IV, them telling me that they were going to give me a little cocktail to calm me down, which, you know, I really don't feel like I needed because I was pretty calm. But they gave it to me and I already started feeling like I was sleepy. So I don't even remember being rolled back to the to the operating room. Keon said I said bye to him, but yeah, I don't remember that either. So when I woke up, I was in recovery. And at first I felt like I was a good patient because I didn't need anything, didn't really want anything. I was in a lot of pain. I mean, it was a lot of pain. I couldn't sit up. I didn't want to lay down. It was just the stretching motion back and forth, you know, sitting up, laying down, sitting up. It was just horrific. They had me on morphine. So basically, I was able to push the button and injected morphine through my IV. The next day, on Wednesday, that morning about 11 or so, they unhooked me from the IV because it was time for me to start my liquid diet. It was so funny because they want you to get up and walk, you know. So Wednesday, me and Kiana were walking up and down, you know, the hospital hallway, and there was a scale there, and I know what I weighed when I came in. And when I got on the scale the next day, I'm not really expecting to have lost weight overnight, but I gained 4 pounds. It was so funny. I looked and I was like, really? Was this the complete opposite of what I was really coming in here to do? And one of the nurses, she thought it was so funny. And what happened was, by the time I got there at 4:30 in the morning Tuesday, they were pumping liquid in me all day, all night, non-stop. And because they pumped probably like 3 or 4 bags of liquid in me, I had all that built up. And they were like, yeah, it looks like you gained weight, but it's basically water weight. So hopefully that will go away. They sent me home with a lot of goodies. They sent me home with calcium chews and calcium lodgers so I can, you know, suck on them, get the calcium. They sent me home with B12, with some, you know, chicken flavored broth. They sent me home with an unflavored protein powder. So I just went and not too long ago made some Jell-O and put that half of that unflavored powder in there because I wanted to kind of gauge the flavor of it. I didn't want the protein to overpower the Jell-O, but also didn't want the Jell-O to overpower the fact that I'm supposed to be having this protein in there. So I put half the pack and I made it with some Jell-O. So the next other half I'll probably make some sugar-free pudding just to have that protein, because I'm supposed to get protein. I'm supposed to get my liquids in, you know, and it is hard because right now I don't even really have an appetite. The pain kind of takes away from even having an appetite. They sent me home with liquid hydrocodone, which puts me to sleep. Last night I got a measuring cup and it says 10 to 15 milliliters of hydrocodone every 4 to 6 hours is needed. Last night I filled it up to 15. I didn't even finish it before I fell asleep. So then I have these little babies right here. It's Levinox. It's a blood thinner. I have to give this. I have to shoot myself up once a day for 10 days. The first shot Keon gave to me. The second one I did this morning. So also I'd like to, you know, ask everybody to kind of say a little small prayer for Keon. He didn't want to leave me, but his grandfather passed. So, you know, we say a little prayer for him to make it home safe, and hopefully the funeral and everything goes good, and the sooner he gets back to me. He's been great through this whole process. He's been by my side. He's slept with me at the hospital, you know, on this uncomfortable looking couch. I know it was uncomfortable. He was all over that thing. What else do I have? Oh, they gave me a nausea medicine for being nauseous. I really only got nauseous like twice. The first time I got up in the room, I was very, very nauseous. To the point where I was like, you know, sitting on the bed with a trash can on my chest because I wasn't feeling it. So right now, the only problems that I'm having, I just got back from walking. Of course, they tell you to walk. Is I got this pressure, this built up pressure, this built up air. Because, you know, they have to pump all this air into you to blow everything up so they can see everything. So now I can't seem to get rid of the air, if you know what I mean. Like, every so often you might catch me and I might burp. But, you know how it feels when you get that gas bubble. And the only thing that is good, feels good, is to let out a big fart. And I cannot seem to fart. And it's, for the life of me, I really would love to at this point. Because this gas pressure is killing me. They gave me Gastric, and I was like, shit, that's not doing anything. Excuse me. That's not doing anything. So I called the doctor's office. I called the surgeon's office. And they said Miralax. Bad part about Miralax is you have to mix it in with 4 to 8 ounces of something, a liquid. So not only am I trying to get my liquids in, I'm trying to take the Miralax, which is also considered another liquid, but there's no protein in it. So I'm trying to get as much protein in as I can while drinking my liquids, while drinking the Miralax. It's a lot. And my little tummy gets full. You know, and like I said, mostly I don't really have an appetite. So I'm working on it. I'm constantly drinking. They sent me home with like a protein shot. Yeah. Normal people would shoot it. I'm pouring it into these little measuring cups, into these little medicine cups, and it's supposed to take me 15 minutes to drink one of those little bitty measuring cups that you normally get with like NyQuil and stuff. So if I can just let this air pressure go, I'd be fine. Some of the stuff I'm going to show you might, you know, if you get queasy easy, I didn't mean for that to rhyme, you might want to kind of look away. But I'm going to kind of show you a few things. And hopefully I don't show you any of my stuff, you know what I'm saying? Here is the drainage tube. Here. Hopefully it's not too close. But it's kind of been there. It drains and drains to this bubble here. So this is what I need to keep record of how much drainage is in there. Yes, last time I checked it was about ½ an ounce. So I already got an appointment with the surgeon to remove it Friday. So I just keep letting it drain for the time being. What else? This is the big incision. This is the biggest one where the stapler had to go through to go in and staple my stomach. This is where all the gas is built up over here, and I kind of understood that. Another incision I had was right here, which it's just 3 staples holding that one together.